no. And I ain't got the flu. I'm missing you. Good morning, YouTube. I promise I'll be good. I will never do it again. All these memories. I can't get over you. And all I need is more chance. I was just playing with them girls. I was on you like that. I was tripping. Your love is where it's at. Why y'all play this on the radio? Come on. Good morning, sister. And this is prayer, prayer. Woo! I must be crazy, baby. Hey! To guide me. Ooh, all I know that you love me for sure. I want it back. Please don't say that. I can't get it back. Answer this prayer. Oh, in my prayer. Ooh, I'm getting greedy, but this is a good part right here. Hey, girl, I'm on my knees. I promise I'll be good, and I will never do it again. Woo! I can't get over you. All I need is one more chance. I was just playing with the girl. I don't get like that. Everything you love is where it's at. I'm on my knees. Girl, please show me some love and answer this prayer. Please. Oh, we gotta turn that up. Do it again. What's going on, guys? Thank you for watching Coach Cooch in the morning. I'm your girl, Coach Cooch. Let's go ahead and put the sponsors up for the day. Y'all know how I do with the songs. We're gonna have a karaoke night one night. I definitely want to be a karaoke host. So let's go ahead and say that this episode is sponsored by Flavors by Chandra. So let me make sure I spelled that right. All right. So today we're live on Instagram and on YouTube. So if it cut off, it cut off. That was a very good song. The name of that song was Player Prayers by Lloyd. Player Prayers by Lloyd is a very good song. It's one of my sister's honey favorite songs, and I love that song too. One of my favorites as well. But anyway, this episode is sponsored by Flavors by Chandra. She is a black nail stylist in Michigan. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I saw her page, so I want you guys to check out her page. And it's really, really, really cute stuff on her page. Her nails look nice. And she just keep it real. I love everybody from Michigan. First of all, y'all might not know that. Like, Michigan is one of my favorite states that I have never been to. And shout out to the YouTube page. The name of the YouTube page is Coach Cooch TV. It should be Coach Cooch TV. And let me tell you guys, somebody said you still sniffling. Yes, I am. Every time I do the show, I'm not prepping myself, because when you talk for an hour, that's like singing for an hour. You're using an instrument, and I'm not cleaning out my instrument. So that is what's going on. So when I talk, I sniffle, but it's okay. It's probably because I talked about Wendy Williams for all them years doing that, and I noticed that on every episode she got tissues like this too in her hand. So I guess me and Wendy got something in common. But I'm not sniffling the same reason why Wendy's sniffling though. But I think that when you have an instrument, you should clean it out. You should prep yourself a little bit more. But I barely could wake up in the fucking morning for the show, much less prep in the morning. So you're going to have to take me sniffling. You got to take me with a hat on. You got to take me with no bra on. You know, you got to take it whatever way you can get it, okay? Anyway, so these last 2 weeks, I've been having 2 kids, okay? And let me tell y'all something. You hoes did not tell me how crazy it is to have 2 kids. Oh, my God. I can't even fall asleep. At least with 1 kid, I can fall asleep in between. Oh, my God. With 2 kids, I cannot fall asleep. Oh my God. So I have been sleep deprived this whole 2 weeks, but I have still been coming to y'all, giving y'all the tea. Okay. So like I said, I've been sleep deprived. I've been cooking. I've been baking. I've been making breakfast. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I don't just like when my nephew's over, I don't just throw them in a room and have fun somewhere. Like I like for us to do activities and stuff like that. So I let them make their own cake because I noticed with kids that's like 5 or 6 years apart, they argue about everything. Oh my God. I just thought it was my two nephews that did that. Oh my God. Having a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old. Oh my God. Two kids, two boys at that. So God definitely must give me a girl if I have another baby because I don't know if I can take two boys. Two boys? Oh my God, I'm ready to. That's what I said. I don't hear no complaining, all right? Because let me tell you something. You may think this job is easy to talk all damn day. When you got two kids, it's not easy, okay? And let me tell you, like I said, I've been cooking breakfast. I mean, yesterday I made them a seafood omelet. I mean, they getting good lives with a brioche onion bun, with fruit. I mean, I've been doing it also and working with my clients, so it's really like no joke. Like I said, two boys. God can't give me another boy. That is really like crazy, and they're like so many years apart. And kids that many years apart argue about everything. So now I see why our mothers had us all back to back to back. Because if they're like way too far apart, oh my God, it's like a power struggle. And then baby Cass think he could fight a 9-year-old. He's trying to fight because baby Cass think everything is like fighting. Like I gotta like a fight. I gotta learn how to fight. I gotta learn how to fight. And I love that, but at the same time, it's like okay, but my nephew's not playing with him like that. So it's like it's getting crazy. So I definitely think that if I do get knocked up again, because I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do next. Like, am I gonna have another baby? Am I not? I like how I look after my first baby, so I'm like, oh my God, what if I don't look the same after my second baby? I like how my chest still, perky and stuff after my first kid. But I know that when I first had my son, my chest got like mad flat the first day and I was crying. It was like all the way down to my cootie. So I was like crying, like, oh my God, like what's going to happen? So I think about a lot of things when it comes down to children, like another child, because I'm like, oh my God, can I handle another child? Because two kids is like really no joke. And then that's going to be baby Cass and his sibling, like a 10-year-old with a 4-year-old with a 9-year-old. It's going to be like 5 years apart, 6 years apart. I don't know. I just been thinking a lot. So anyway, let's get to the tea. I want to give a happy birthday shout out to Chrissy Lampkin of Love and Hip Hop fame. She turned 50 years old yesterday. That is so crazy that Chrissy is 50 years old. Like, this time is be moving, right? Oh my God, like 50 years old. That just came so fast. Oh my goodness. I remember always hearing about Chrissy before she got on TV with Jim Jones. If you're from New York, you know that Chrissy was like a hood legend, right? Like everybody used to talk about Chrissy when I was young. When I was young, everybody used to be like, Chrissy this, Chrissy that, Chrissy that. And to see Chrissy like be like 50 years old now and things like that, and a Taurus, that's why she don't play. She be ready to fight. Yeah, but I like Tauruses. Let me tell you why. First of all, my sister Buddy's a Taurus. My husband's a Taurus. I like Taurus. Taurus is like, they got a bad temper because they don't really talk out their issues. But one thing I like about them though is like, don't fuck with them and they won't fuck with you. And that's how my husband is too. Like, if you don't mess with him, he won't mess with you. But if you mess with him, you gotta be ready for what comes with it. They take things from like 0 to like 50 because they don't talk out things. You see what I'm saying? Like me, I'm a Virgo, so I can never get as mad at a Taurus as a Taurus does because I say what I feel right away. When you hurt my feelings, I'm going to say it. You treated me funny, I'm going to say it. You acting this, I'm going to say it. They won't say nothing for months. They'll sit there and be quiet and won't say anything for months and months and months. And next thing you know, they'll beat you up out of nowhere. You be like, hold up, or they'll curse you out. You be like, what the fuck happened? Because they be holding it in, holding it in, holding it in. That's exactly how Taurus are. Like, I'm telling you, like, I remember when I first got with my husband, right? And I told y'all this story, like, he just cut me off. Like, he was like, fuck that, I ain't dealing with this shit. And he just cut me off. And I could not believe that he cut me off like that. Like, he would not speak to me. I would call him. He would not speak to me. He was just like, I don't accept that type of stuff in my life. And I was like, damn. Like, I'm telling you. So, Taurus is like, you got to be real strong to deal with a Taurus. Because Taurus people, they'll let you rock, rock, rock. And then one day, they'll just cut you off the face of the earth. And I'm telling you, like, at least with Virgos, we give you a little warning. The Tauruses, They don't give you no warning. But like I said, they ride or die though. I love a tourist. I'm so glad I'm married to a tourist. They ride or die. So shout out to the tourists. It is tourist season. And I love y'all. I think that we all get along. Virgos, Tauruses, and Capricorns, we all just like the same person, just different elements of that person. I think we're all similar though. You know what I mean? So listen, McDonald's is playing in y'all face again. McDonald's is playing in y'all face. So what McDonald's going to do, if you're a fan of McDonald's milkshake or whatever it is, the ice cream machine, on May 4th, let me make sure I got the right date so you won't be going to McDonald's thinking I'm bugging. All right, so on May 3rd through the 5th, they are going to give you a free, let's read it out. Okay, so it says that McDonald's decided to do something nice for the millions of people who love its popular McFlurries, and it comes in the form of giving them away for free. If you're ever confused your McFlurry spoon for a straw, McDonald's is going to make it up to you by offering you a free one on May 4th. So they're saying that they're going to give you a free McFlurry because a lot of people mistaken their spoons for straws. So you know, like when you get the McFlurry, I used to eat those back in the day, and they'll try to drink it, and it's not a drink thing. It's more like it's like a spoon. But my thing is this: you're gonna give it to them for free, because they made a mistaken the spoon for a straw, but you're not going to give it away for free because y'all machines is always freaking broke. But even though I heard that it don't really be broke, it's just that people don't want to wash out the machines. That's what they were saying. But either way, I feel like at least they're giving out something for free, but I just feel like whatever is whatever. And the free McFlurry is the newest flavor, caramel brownie, for a limited time only. So y'all think y'all slick. Y'all not giving away no free McFlurry because y'all want to. Y'all giving out a free McFlurry because y'all want to promote y'all newest flavor, caramel brownie. That's all. I can't stand McDonald's. Let me tell you why I don't like McDonald's. McDonald's is always making like a product that's real good, and then they just take it off the market. For an example, I remember in 2002, I only know this is 2002 because I was staying with my homegirl Eve, who lived across the street from McDonald's. So in 2002, they had a oh my God, it was a chicken flat wrap or something. Not a flat wrap. It was called a chicken flat something. It was a chicken wrap. And I swear to God, to this day, and I know how to cook, I still can't get the taste that I'm trying to get. It was called it was a chicken flat bread. Chicken flat bread. This was like some chicken was on it with like a special sauce. It tasted like real Greek. I can't explain it. You had to be there in 2002. This is like right when I got out of high school. Anyway, they had a chicken flat bread. And I have never tasted anything like that to this day in my life. Something was on that sandwich that I have never tasted. And I know how to cook and I can figure it out. It had lettuce. It was busting, right? It was busting. And all of a sudden, like, I used to buy them like every day. I mean, granted, you know, I was gaining mad weight buying that every day. It's not a snack wrap. It's called chicken flatbread. That's what it was called. You can look it up. Chicken flatbread. It came out in 2002. It had like lettuce. It had like a special sauce. It was like Greekish. It tasted really good. And let me tell you something, I used to buy that every day. I never tasted nothing like that in my life. Then all of a sudden, I went to McDonald's one day and I was like, oh, I want the chicken flatbread. It was like, oh, we're no longer going to carry it anymore. I'm like, what? Why every time y'all get something good, y'all don't carry? Just like with the spicy nuggets. All right. Like the one around my way is saying they don't even sell the spicy nuggets no more. So I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of you McDonald's. Y'all always playing in people's face. Y'all want people to get like addicted and everything like that. And I don't even like y'all fries anymore anyway. So I'm done with y'all. Even though y'all fries taste way better than Wendy's. I don't even eat Wendy's fries. Wendy's fries need to freaking go. But y'all know my memory is really good. Like I remember a lot of stuff. Now, other people that's trying to play in y'all face. Y'all be, you know, we don't talk about this topic on the show because it causes a lot of controversy, but we do talk about it on the show. So Pfizer CEO is saying now that you can take a COVID-19 antiviral pill, okay? Next year, you can take the pill now instead of the vaccination to cure to cure or to prevent COVID-19. Now I know that y'all are playing in people's face. It went from you had to go get one shot to, okay, you had to get one shot. All right, great. You had to get one shot. It went from having one shot now to two shots. And then it went from having two shots to getting a third shot. And then you had to go, now you're saying that forget all the shots. And now you're saying that you can get a pill at the end of the year to formally treat the virus. Y'all are playing it. Y'all playing in people's face. You know what I'm about to say, right? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Stop playing in people's face. Y'all are playing like with people like this is a joke. Like now this is not, you're putting things in your body. I don't like that. I do not like it. This is why y'all got to stop running to get stuff right away, because these people did not test not shit out. And now they're coming up with just anything. And they're using the American people as like, to me, I feel like they're using them as like dummies. Like, oh, let's try this. Okay, those 3 shots didn't work. Try the pill now. So I really, we won't go too much into it, but I don't trust them. They need to get out of my face. I don't like stuff like this, and I just feel like now it's like it's just going too far. You know what I mean? An antiviral drug, all right, is used to treat COVID-19. It could be available by the end of the year. All right. And it's saying that if all goes well and we implement the same speed that we did so far, and if regulators do the same, and they are, I hope that we can have it by the end of the year. Pfizer previously revealed that its oral antiviral drug, PF-07321332, has shown potential in treating COVID-19 patients as well as other coronavirus infections. Okay. Done. Okay, done. I think that you guys need to really make sure you're doing some research before you put in this type of stuff in your body. So we got another win yesterday as Black people. It's a little win. It's not too much, but it's a little win. The 3 men that killed that guy in Atlanta, Ahmaud Arbery, they will be charged with federal hate crimes for the death of Ahmaud in Georgia. That is major, okay? That is major, okay? So 3 men charged with federal hate crimes. That is a major. Okay. So I'm going to block some people because it's just, we need positive energy on this show. Sorry. Bye. Bye-bye. Yes. Anyway, so 3 men is charged with federal hate crimes for the death of Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. I think that is major, major, major. I was listening to Dr. Umar Johnson on The Breakfast Club, and I really enjoyed his interview. Usually I don't enjoy his interviews, but this interview, I love this interview because he was just saying a lot about, like how, that Biden needs to do more for Black people, and that when a cop kill us, it should be charged as a hate crime. And I was like, that is so amazing. So to see these 3 fellas, animals, get charged with a federal hate crime, I'm loving it. So that's really the important stuff of the day. Now let's get to the good shit of the day, okay? This is the tea, all right? Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess, all right? Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess, went in on Wendy Williams. I don't know if you guys saw the clip or not, but oh my God, she went in on Wendy, all right? So basically she was a guest on Wendy Williams' show. And what I'm thinking is that maybe they possibly had a pre-call where she saw that that Wendy was gonna come at her. Because I'm not kind of understanding, because she came right out the back when Wendy was like, oh, every time I see you, you look different. And she was like, oh, I hope that's a good day, because let me tell you how I feel. You know what I mean? So I feel like this being somebody that's on TV, I feel like somebody that did TV, I feel like they gave her the notes for the show and they put the questions like what Wendy was going to ask. And then she finished Wendy's ass on her own show. She better than me, because let me tell you something. You come for me on my own show, I'm cutting your mic off, but that's okay. But basically she was letting Wendy know that Wendy should give her flowers, and that Wendy should not always be so upset and mean to the black women that come on the show. What happened was, let me tell y'all, she fucking killed me when she said, Wendy, you 35 years my senior. I said, oh my God, Wendy let her do that? Wendy let her say that? So she was like, Wendy, you're 35 years my senior. And then she was like, you're not in an abusive marriage no more. I could have died. Okay. But I thought Wendy was going to handle it a little different than that. But I don't think Wendy could handle it because I guess like the sound person probably don't work right now. So she can't just like turn her mic off. It's not as easy when you're Zooming. So to turn her mic off. So I guess Wendy knew that. So Wendy knew how to handle herself. See, that's what happened when you do TV and radio that many years. You know who to play with and who not to play with, or whatever the case may be. So she was like, Wendy, you need to give me my flowers now. So Wendy threw the little fake flower. Wendy was so mad. And Wendy was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Basically, what's going on here means like, why y'all ain't cut this bitch mic off yet? Now, y'all know I'm not a fan of Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? I respect her, but I'm not a fan. But what I will say about that situation is that Jocelyn, I like that you said what you had to say, but I think Jocelyn, I think you were going on and on and on a little bit. And you don't want to, Wendy, no matter what you say to her, she's going to be Wendy, and she's already kind of like established. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she's kind of like established. So, you kind of like can't go in on her too much because she's established. I think that by you doing stuff like that, I think that you are going to make people shy away from putting you on their show. Because, you know, people look at it like when you go off like that, that's why I stopped going off. When I first came to the industry, I used to curse everybody the fuck out. But I stopped doing that because people don't look at what people did to you. They're looking at what your reaction is. And when you have that kind of reaction, I feel like people look at you like, oh, she's a problem. We can't put her on live TV, you know? And granted, if she feels her show is the #1 show in the country or whatever the case may be, I understand. But why go on the show if you feel like that's how you feel about Wendy? That's what I don't understand about people. And that's why it's kind of hard when you do lives, because everybody kind of want to like be a star now. They know you can't edit a live. So they want to say whatever they got to say because they can't edit a live. Like, for example, with me, I didn't have so much hate until I started doing this show every day. Because I guess, I don't know if it's the consistency that made people jealous. I don't know if they see you every day and they tired of looking at you. And they see that you on your game. So they like want to say what they got to say and it's alive. So they want to say what they got to say, but they wouldn't dare say that to you in an edited situation. I can't explain it, but I just feel like right now, because I always see things two sides, you know what I mean? I look at it right now like Jocelyn Hernandez is trying to get away from that love and hip hop attitude, that love and hip hop character. She's trying to get away from that girl that was coked up and beat the whole setup of love and hip hop at that reunion. And if you're trying to get out of that mode, you kind of gotta like do things differently to get things you never had. So even if you felt that way about Wendy, what I would have did was I would have waited until Wendy came at me first. And then I just would have finished her and I would have moved on. So when she would have said, oh, let me see your shoes, I'd have been like, oh, here you go. Look at the shoes, honey, you like? You know what I mean? Like, there's a way to do it. But for Jocelyn Hernandez, I feel like that was the classiest way that she could have done it. But I felt like after a while, it was like a little girl going on a tangent. And like I said, Wendy's going to be Wendy. These WPs, white people, they don't give a shit about what you feel about what Wendy's is saying to you. They feel like you shouldn't even be on her show if you felt that way. Like, I honestly, like, if I, like, for example, I'm always making jokes on Wendy. How am I going to sit there on her show? And then how am I going to sit there and I know how I feel about her already? In order for us to move on, I would have to have a conversation with her and I saw her what she did to me and I ain't like it and she could unblock me and we can move on and then I could go on your show. But I'm not going to go on your show while I feel this way. So Jocelyn, although I enjoy a good kiki, I just feel like right now you want to be a producer. Right now you want to promote Jocelyn's Cabaret. Right now you kind of rebranding yourself and nobody probably tell you the truth because people scared of you. So here's Coach Cooch. I wouldn't be Coach Cooch if I didn't tell you. Let that shit go. If she act funny, whatever she may do, you gotta let it go. Wendy Williams has said a lot to worse to other people. She don't go as in on you as she did on other people because she kind of scared of you. I saw her interview you before. She don't go in on you the way she go in on other people. However, Wendy, bitch, all right, Jocelyn had a very good point. Wendy, you do down young black women. You do down them. You do make them feel like they ain't doing shit. You always got something funny to say. And you don't have to put people down for you to come up. Like, we could be outspoken. Even on this show, we are outspoken people. But we never want to be to the point that we're putting people down all the time. Like, when somebody do good on the show, we're going to give them their credit. Even if I don't like you, I'll still give a fair assessment, no matter who you are. I talked about people on the show that I necessarily do not like. But for the voice of the people, you got to be very fair. And I like to be fair. Wendy don't come off as fair. And I feel like, although Wendy gets snarky with the white people, I feel like she doesn't do it as much as she does to the black people. So as I said, Jocelyn had a point that Wendy do need to chill the fuck out when she's talking to certain guests. But all of this, like, I need my flowers, you know, Jocelyn, you're talking to somebody that been out since the 90s. Those 90s celebrities is not giving no young bitch no flowers. They're not giving, they don't feel like you said, I need you to give me my flowers. I feel like that was maybe the wrong terminology to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams been out since fucking forever. You know what I'm saying? So Wendy's not going to look at somebody that just been hot the last 10 years as you need your flowers. You know, you got to put in like 10 more years for Wendy to say anything about you. But when she said the abusive relationship shit, I almost had a heart attack. That was the funniest shit I ever seen. And guess what, Wendy? You still win because that happened on your show. Nobody was talking about your show for a few months now. So now you're back on the blocks for your show. You go, Wendy. Maybe you'll unblock me now, you know? Because a lot of y'all was trying to send me the clip, but y'all don't know that Wendy blocked me a long time ago. But Wendy know what time it is. That's why she blocked me. You know what time it is, Wendy. We know the truth. Anyway, so exciting news, okay, is going on. I'm never excited about this person. What up, Jack Thriller? I'm never excited about this person, but Khaled really know how to make you excited about stuff. So tomorrow, Khaled's new album, Khaled, is coming out. And basically, they have a song on the album with Jay-Z and Nas, all right? And the name of the song is, because you got to look for the song. Name of the song is Sorry, Not Sorry with James Fauntleroy, okay, for the DJ Khaled. And then they said something about some homecoming hive. I don't know who the fuck that is. I think that's Beyonce. You know, like with Virgos and stuff, we love to have nicknames or something. That homecoming hive stuff, that sound like a Beyonce group or something. I don't know. Something sound fishy about the hive. Once I saw hive, I'm like, Beyonce must be on this song too. But I'm pretty excited about the song. I feel like nobody could make me excited about a Jay-Z song except for Nas and Jay-Z together. And then the way Khaled, let me tell y'all something. If I had to like be anybody in this industry, I would be Khaled. Khaled got such a good life. Y'all never see Khaled out of character. That's how I'm going to be, honey. That's how I'm going to be the second time around. I'm going to be like always happy like Khaled. I think because Khaled got those little kids. I think kids just make you like, because that's what happened to me. Like, ever since I had my son, I just been so happy. Like, I don't care about what nobody got going on. So I just feel like this is going to be major. But they got to bring it. But the little clip I heard, it was really good. But I think Beyonce's the hive person that's on that song. But we shall see. Like, the little clip I heard, it sounded really good. So, yeah. So before we get to the next topic, I want you guys to put in the comments, what city or state are you watching Coach Cooch in the morning from, all right? Right now it's 8:30 a.m. Wake your ass up. This episode is sponsored by Flavors by Chandra. Look her up. She's right in Michigan. She's doing nails. She's doing her thing. But right now, I want you to put in the comments, what city or state are you listening to me from, all right? Put it in the comments. And YouTube, Instagram, right now we're on YouTube as well. YouTube.com. I think you can put Tiana Smalls, or you can search my name, Coach Cooch TV. So let's go. Yeah. So let's go. Put it in the comments. Okay. Some of y'all started already. Let me go ahead and put it in there. I mean, it's a blessing to come on here 5 days a week and have people from all over the country watch you on Instagram. No big production, no nothing. Okay. So it's amazing. So I understand, why a lot of people are mad. I get it. All right. Crown Heights is in the building. Philly is in the building. Atlanta is in the building. Connecticut is in the building. Shout out to the Bronx. They are in the building. Dayton, Ohio is in the building. Philly, Tucker, GA. I know where Tucker's at. Mount Vernon, New York. Linden, New Jersey. Crown Heights, House of Shea. What up? Cleveland, the Boogie Down, Raleigh, North Carolina. Oh, we got a few people from Raleigh, North Carolina today. Maryland is in the building. South Carolina is in the building. Newark, New Jersey's in the building. Vancouver's in the building. Glen Cove is in the building. Chattanooga, Tennessee is in the building. Oh, we got Florence, South Carolina in the building. We got Florida in the building. Dallas, Texas is in the building. Let me see what y'all talking about on YouTube. YouTube, where y'all from? Where y'all from? We got North Carolina. Louisville, Kentucky is in the building. Brooklyn is in the building. Auntie Liz, what up? Florida is in the building. North Carolina. I mean, oh my God. We got people from all over. So exciting. Massachusetts, Memphis is in the building. Crown Heights, working in East New York. Working in East New York. Bullet. Patterson, New Jersey. Now let's talk about, y'all know how I like to segue. So let's go ahead and talk about some new books that's coming out besides my new book that's coming out. Yesterday I shouted out my book, Girl, Get Your Mind Right, because every day I get tagged with people who are reading my book from 10 years ago, Girl, Get Your Mind Right. And I'm like, your book is not good if people cannot read your book 10 years later, and your book is not good if people can't take a shit and read it. If they don't take your book to go take a shit, then you ain't got a good book. And that's period. So talking about books, Lil' Kim, rapper Lil' Kim is set to release her new book, The Queen Bee Memoir, okay, this November. All right, so Lil' Kim got a new book coming out, The Queen Bee. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am kind of excited about Lil' Kim getting this book, and I feel like this book could, segue into like a movie or something. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, Lil' Kim, you got to be really, really honest in this book now, okay? I want to hear some real tea, some real sugar. I want to hear some real shit that's going on. But it may be 10 years too late, this book. But I feel like if she market it right and she get real book people that can help her, I feel like it could be a large success. And she's writing it with a lady named Kathy Landoli. Kathy Landoli. I don't think she should have used Kathy. I think she should have used like one of those good black writers, like one of those people that really know how to write real autobiographies. She should have got the one that helped Bobby Brown with his. She needs somebody with. See, that's the thing. I love me. Okay, let me forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Okay, and it will be published by Hatchet Books on November 2nd. So yeah, I'm thinking she need to get Elias King. She need to get, it's so many people that could have helped her with this book. I mean, Kathy Landoli. Okay. Yeah. So are you guys excited about the book? Let me know. Are you guys excited about Lil' Kim's book? Go ahead and put it in the comments if you're excited that Lil' Kim got a new book coming out. I was excited, but now I don't know. But I'm excited. I mean, I guess I'm still excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, so another person that's go ahead and write another book is Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. They open up about raising authentic kids with their new book, Shady Baby. Get out of my face with this book, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. They want to write a parenting book about raising authentic kids and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that you have to write a book about raising authentic kids and stuff like that. And I understand. I love that you guys support your kids and all that, but I don't think you guys are in the position to write a parent book. Not right now. Maybe in a few years in the future. But right now, I don't think that you guys should be able to write any book. This is what I don't like about people. They just want to write books that they're not qualified to write. I'm not gonna sit there and write books about things that I can't write about. people take this author shit and they just think it's so easy and everybody just think they could just throw, this is why nobody reads y'all books while they taking a shit. Because y'all just writing anything. Like, oh my God, I don't think that I don't like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade writing that kind of book. I want another kind of book from them. I wouldn't want any like advice from them. No offense to them, but I just don't want no advice from them about their relationship. I don't want no advice about parenting. I just don't want no advice from them, period. And y'all already know I just don't want no advice from them. I'm sorry. No offense, but I don't want no advice from them. So we're not buying that book, but we will buy the Little Kim book. We will buy the Little Kim book. Okay. Moving on, because people are playing in my face today and I can't take it. All right. Walmart. Walmart is accusing Kanye West's Yeezy brand's new logo of being too similar to its own. It fears that customers may confuse Yeezy for Walmart brand. Now, I was supposed to have been bringing this up a few days ago, but I looked at both of the logos, and I know a lot about trademarks and trademark infringement, and when you got stuff that you made up taken from other people, you could feel it a little bit more. I feel like it is a little too similar, the logos, although it's like dots and stuff like that. Like Walmart has like lines, and this logo has dots. I think to solve the issue, all Kanye has to do is maybe like make another line of a circle with the dots so it won't look nowhere near the same. But I feel like if you ever had a business before, you would know that this is trademark infringement. Yes. And I know Kanye. Kanye probably was asleep one day, high one day, saw the Walmart sign and was like, you know what? What if I take that and make it dots? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it is a little too similar. Now, I want to get into this topic. All right? I want to get into this topic because Will and Jada, you see with all your years of playing and faluting, or what my father say, fornigasting. You see what all your years of fornigasting get you, Will and Jada? So on the Red Table Talk, Little Willow, she's talking about she's polyamorous. She's talking about she's down with the poly life, okay? What I told y'all on this show, Miss T.O. told y'all on this show that soon poly will be legal. Soon your husband will be able to tell you that he is going to get another wife and y'all all going to be fornicasting together, like my father said. All right? So I don't like the conversation that they was having with Little Willow. No matter how old Little Willow get, I'm going to always look at Willow as a little kid, okay? But the problem is when you think these kids don't see stuff, these kids see everything, okay? They see everything. Y'all know how I told you, I told my son, I love you even when you get a filthy wife. And he says, and I say, well, who's daddy's filthy wife? He's saying, you his filthy wife. Kids, he's 4. So he know I'm daddy's filthy wife at 4 years old. All of this fornicasting that Will and Jada has been doing has made this little girl feel like she does not want to be married to one person, or she feels like she could be married to somebody, but they can have them another wife as well, in case you don't want to be sexual with them, or in case you want to build finance together, build emotions together. I told y'all that poly life is coming for them. So she was saying with poly, I feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you, and like not just stepping into monogamy because that's what everyone around you says is the right thing to do. If that's not little Jada, I don't know what the hell is, because Jada would love to be poly all day, every day. She also stated that she doesn't like the idea of marriage, and she can only see herself getting married for a greater purpose. You see what she's been around her whole life? Because that's her father and her mother. They are married for a greater purpose. That's why you can't break up Will and Jada, because they got an agreement with each other that no matter what happens in this marriage, we are going to stay together. Remember what they said? Oh, we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. Now look at the kids, confused. Both of those kids is confused, fucking with y'all. You see what I'm saying? That ain't right. That is not right. And I don't like that she want to be poly. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I feel like she's too young to even feel that she needs to share her husband or her wife with somebody else. I don't like it. And even a grandmother, you see, who I like on that show is the grandmother, all right? What I like about what I like about that show is the grandmother. I feel like the grandmother is more realistic. I feel like she was sitting there so disgusted because she wanted to say so bad, like, you see, Jada, I told you all them years and little sex parties y'all was doing, all those years where you Will had his girlfriend, you had your boyfriends. Now look, now the little girl want to be poly. She don't even want to be married. She feels like the institution of marriage is a joke because of y'all being trifling. I can't stand it. I don't like it. I don't even like that they even put that on the air because I feel like they're putting that in people's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you need to be poly. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't like it. But like I said, the grandmother, Gammy, her name is, oh, she's a beautiful woman. Gammy, oh, Gammy is beautiful, but she be wanting to say more. My Baltimore sister, Gammy wants to say more, but Gammy doesn't want to say it because she don't want it to go in the press. But Gammy wants to say it more. But I think, like I said, if she was a regular person, she was saying that, I'll be like, okay, she's just doing that because she wants to do it. But I feel like when she saw her parents' marriage, I feel like that's when she went to that direction. That's what made her mad. So I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Now, before we get to the Ask Coach Cooch question, I want to get into some bitch are you dumb news, okay? And even though this is bitch are you dumb news, I feel like I understand why she did what she did. Because sometimes love can make you do some things. You know, remember we talked about it? It's all about this bondage shit that people are going through with love. So listen to this story. Bitch, are you dumb? It's really called Bish, are you dumb? All right, so Bethany Austin, a 43-year-old Illinois woman, has been convicted of revenge porn after sharing sexually explicit photos proving her fiance, who she had been dating for 7 years, had cheated on her. So she was charged with revenge porn. So that's like if I'm your homegirl or you ask me an Ask Coach Cooch question and you say, girl, my man is cheating on me, and you send me the photos of it, you could be charged with revenge porn if I decide to report you for that. You're not supposed to send naked pictures. So it's reported that in 2016, Bethany received texts and racy images of another woman in her iPad, which is synced up to her man's Apple iCloud account. she had the iCloud account synced up to her iPad. I love it. I don't know how he fell for that shit. Anyway, so Bethany called off the wedding once she saw the pictures, and soon after, her man started reporting in the street like that she was crazy, and basically she was like, I'm crazy, I'm crazy, I'm crazy. So she basically she mailed a 4-page letter to family and friends. Why did you mail it? Oh my God, she mailed a 4-page letter to family and friends explaining the situation and included screenshots of the text and the photos. So I don't know who the hell turned her fucking ass in, but she mailed the 4-page letter. It had all the text. It has all the photos of him and that girl, her naked body, and included text messages and everything. So I decided to tell people the truth because he was throwing smut on her name. So she decided to tell people the truth, and she wanted them to know that she wasn't crazy. Yeah, sending a 4-page letter mailed to everybody in your family and your friends. Yeah, you're not crazy. Your ass is dumb though. Anyway, so Bethany was charged for revenge porn, and on Monday, April 26th, she was found guilty of non-consensual dissemination of private sexual images. Can you imagine that? I hope she don't go to jail for that. She go to jail for that, she might as well ran him over with her car. This is ridiculous. Now Bethany is facing anywhere from probation up to 3 years of prison for her crime. She's due back in court June 24th for sentencing. That is so dumb. You see what I said? Why I said, like, I understand it, but at the same time, it's just so fucking dumb. What the hell be wrong with people? That is so, so dumb. All right. So we'll pray for Bethany. We might have to put Bethany on our prayer list because that was just so damn dumb. Like, just let these guys go when they don't want to be bothered. All right. So the time has come now when we go to our favorite part of this show, and it's called Ask Coach Cooch, because who gives advice better than Coach Cooch? Nobody. Who gives advice better than Coach Cooch? Nobody. I said, who gives advice better than Coach Cooch? Nobody. All right, so let's get to the question, all right? Dear Coach Cooch, I love the show. Thank you. You always say what we need. Okay, you always say that we need to help people in their time of need, and I love that. However, I have been looking out for my homegirl for far too long, and now I'm fed up. Okay, so she took my advice at least. She said on this show, I'm always telling people that they need to look out for other people. But she said that she's been looking out for her homegirl for far too long, and now she's fed up. It was all good when she would drop her badass kids off to me with less than 10-minute notice. Yes, she's one of those, hey, what you doing? Oh, I need to go downtown. Can you watch the kids type? 10-minute notice? You better never bring your kids to me in 10-minute notice. I need at least a day. Anyway, I love my god kids, so I don't mind. But still, she should have given me more notice. And I know you're going to say, did you communicate that to her? Exactly, because if she's dropping off her kids, giving you only 10-minute notice, I feel like, yes, you should communicate to her. And she said, no, I did not, because I don't have time for her leaving the kids in the house by themselves because she's mad I said something to her. So she's trying to say that if she says anything to the girl may leave the kids in the house, and she don't want them to be left in the house by themselves. That's crazy. Anyway, I was okay with her using Waze until recently. Last year, when the pandemic first hit, she lost her job at a retail store and needed to pay her rent. Okay, now the story's getting juicy, catusi. Mind you, her portion of her rent from the rent subsidy she receives is $220. She better stop. She better stop playing in your face. Her rent is $220. That's how much her portion is. But yet she was late on her rent. Oh my God. Anyway, never mind. She playing in my face. And I don't like people playing in my face. This is making me pissed off, okay? She playing in my face. So her rent is $220. She ended up being like 2 months behind. So she said, so she ended up being 2 months behind. So she said, so of course I gave her the money. I explained to her that I too was taking a financial hit, but I don't want to see her lose her apartment over about $500. I guess that's with the late fees and everything like that. So bam, I gave it to her. So here's the problem. Okay, so she gave her the money. Her portion of her rent is only $220. All right, she was 2 months behind. So that's about $500 that she gave her so that she could pay her rent. All right. Yes, this is, somebody said, are you kidding me? Yes, I'm not kidding you. Anyway, the problem is she done got her taxes, multiple stimulus checks, including the last one when they were giving out $1,400 each person. It's her and her 3 kids. So that's about $5,600 that she got from her stimulus, okay? And she even got back pay from child support when they took her baby daddy's stimulus check. So, oh my God, I heard about that they was taking people's stimulus checks that was behind on child support. So she's saying that they gave her the baby daddy stimulus check. So not only did she get about $5,600 for her own stimulus check, she got an extra $1,400. So now we up to about, what, $7,000? So she got $7,000, not including her taxes, all right? Anyway, so she got that, plus her baby daddy, they gave her baby daddy stimulus check and gave it to her for not paying his child support. That's a lot of money she received in the last few months alone. Yet she refuses to give me back my $500. Oh my God. Tis, tis, tis. Like, you're buying bags and PS5s, but not trying to give me back my money. And that is sad. All she keeps saying is, I have to take you to breakfast. All she's saying is, I have to take you to breakfast. Breakfast? Bitch, you better have my fucking money. You told us a breakfast. Ain't no breakfast $500. So what's up? You should be taking me to breakfast and giving me my motherfucking money. What's wrong with you? That's not your friend, girl. That is not your friend, girl. So she said, all she keeps saying is, I have to take you to breakfast. I don't want no breakfast. I want my money. What should I do? She owe you $500 over a year now. She couldn't pay her rent. You know, I look at it like this, and I might be a little different, but I look at it like this. She want to take you to breakfast. You know, I would take the breakfast though to see where she coming at. Like, is she gonna give me my money at breakfast? Like, what's going on? I'll take my breakfast. But listen, that's not the point. I love going out with the girls for breakfast, but that's just me. I look at it like this. I understand you never said that you never said that you couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. Never lend out anything that you can't afford, and never lend anything out that you got to get back right away, right? I look at it like this. That $500 taught you a lot. You know, look at it as a lesson, right? Any L, sometimes a loss is a lesson, and a lesson is a loss, right? So the reality of it is that I would let her keep the money. Let me explain why. She could keep that $500. Because you know why? She could never ask me for shit else in this lifetime. Now, will we still be close, knowing that you really try to get me for $500? No, we would never be close again. But the reality of it is that obviously she don't know the rules of the game. And trust me, she's broke. Yes, everybody balling right now for unemployment and PPP and stimulus, but this is only temporary, okay? Her broke ass gonna be broke again. And guess what? You paid $500 for her to never ask you for a motherfucking thing again. You understand what I'm saying? And now you don't have to be bothered because she knows she owe you money, so she's not gonna be calling you every second to drop her kids off and stuff like that. Like, listen, I'll pay for a good lesson. You got to pay for college. That was college just now. You paid $500 for a college lesson. And the lesson is, that ain't your friend, girl. She looking at you for what she can get from you. And the sad thing is, because I used to be a friend like this too, that people thought this about, she look at you like, you don't need your motherfucking money back. And that's what a kind of bitch she is. She one of them broke bitches that look at you like, you always got it. You don't need it back. And that's how she's looking at you, and she's foul for that. If she didn't have the money and she didn't give it to you, I'll be like, I respect it because she didn't have it, so she didn't give it to you back. But the fact that she balling out, buying a purse, and she owe you $500, it's the principle. Honestly, all that money she got from stimulus check, she should have gave you $1,000 back and took your ass to breakfast. But she want to play around because she think you got it. But that's what happens when you hang out with broke bitches and you winning. You cannot, it's sad to say it, but when you reach to a certain level in your life, you got to stop hanging out with broke people because broke people going to bring you down in some type of way. And at the end of the day, she's making it look like you don't need your money. And the fact of the matter is that, like I always tell y'all, maybe you're not communicating it right. Maybe maybe you mentioned it one time and you never mentioned it again. But at the end of the day, bitch, you're never going to stress me out for $500. You can keep that $500. You hold that. But guess what? You ain't got me as a friend no more. I'm not going to be there giving you stuff. You better call one of the motherfucking niggas that you fucking and get the money from him because you'll never get another dime from me because it's not the money. It's the principle. It is the principle. And the fact that she feels she could borrow $500 from you and not give it back to you and she got it back. She got mad money. She got money from the taxes. She got $7,000 from the stimulus and she don't want to give you back a lousy $500. Thank God that it only cost you $500 to see what kind of bitch you was dealing with. You know what I mean? So now you don't owe that chick nothing now. She can never ask you for a penny. She couldn't even spend your food stamp card if you allow her. I don't want it back now. You could at least call me and be like, let's go $500 worth of shopping on my food stamp card. You could have did something to give me back my money. But the reality of it is that you don't think I need my money. You trying to play in my face. You dropping your kids off within 10 minutes. You look at me like a joke. And you know what's so sad? A chick would do that to her homegirl, try to take her money and not give it back, but be scared to ask a dude for some money. I hate them kind of hoes. So you know what? It cost you $500, but you know what? Guess what? You're winning. It doesn't matter. Thank God you didn't need $500 to pay your rent. Thank God you don't need the $500 to handle anything major in your life, okay? But this is why she had to ask you, because nobody else was going to give her the $500, because they already know how she got down. And not only that, I wasn't even expecting my money back anyway. A bitch that can't pay $220 rent in 2021, you people are living in fucking dreams. Y'all living in a dream. $200 for rent and you can't pay your rent? Are you kidding me? Get out of my face. $200? I'm sorry. So right there, I would have knew that, I would have knew I wasn't getting my money back, because it's obvious that she don't like to pay bills. There's no way that she should not been able to pay $220 rent. Like, that is just ridiculous. She better get out of my face with that. You know how much money people got to spend on rent in New York City and everywhere, and you can't pay your $220 rent? But guess what? You didn't have nobody else that was going to give it to you, because you do this all the time. And you know what's so sad? She probably didn't even use your $500 on the rent. She probably used your $500 to get some bundles or something. But it's all good. You won, and at the end of the day, you win. And that's my advice. Just like, stay away from that hoe. Stay away from that hoe. She is tacky. T-A-K. Stay away from her. And just stay away from people that want to use you. You are not to be used, okay? Utilize me, but don't use me. That was what I always used to say. So that's my advice. That's Coach Cooch advice. Well, I'm so glad that you guys checked out Coach Cooch in the morning. We are winning. I love it. I'm very excited about everything. And once again, I want you guys to check out CoachCoochMerch.com. I want you guys to get ready for my new book that's about to drop. I'm just like feeling like so good about everything. Also, I had an announcement at the end, church announcement. I will be hosting and I'll be back hosting events. So if you're having a ladies' night, why not have Coach Cooch at your ladies' night? Let me host it for you. So I'm going to be hosting events soon, my own events too. And I'll also host your event. So go ahead, book Coach Cooch for your event. We're going to have a real kiki. Also, I'm doing interviews now. So we're going to start our press up again. So if you want to interview with Coach Cooch, meaning you want to interview me, make sure that you contact me as well. And yeah, like I said, thank you guys for the everlasting support. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. And I thank you guys for watching. You already know what I'm about to say. Watch your front and your mother freaking back. Peace. Bye, YouTube. Peace.